Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. It's the final streaming day of the week for me, and it's a big one and a special one because today, for the first time in almost 5 years, I return to Minecraft. Yes, per popular demand, for everyone asking for it for a very long time, today we're going to delve back into the world of blocky crafting and survival and see how it goes. I've got all of the codes from the McDonald's and movie tie-in. We'll be playing it on my new gaming PC. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this goes today. It's going to be very chill vibes for sure. But before we get to Minecraft, on today's show, we're going to talk about various different topics, including the goals, because now we are already, if you can believe it, heading headstrong into a whole new set of goals. We're already 13 goals in. Feels like we just hit 100, doesn't it? Pretty crazy. So we're going to talk about that. What do you guys want to see as a reward? But also, I'd like to talk about ideas for merchandise. You know, this year, things shifted, changed, a whole bunch of ideas launched, and some work, some sputtered out. But one thing that I haven't really talked about at all is the merch store. I just mention it rarely, and because of that, never really gets much attention. Today, I'd like to talk with you about ideas, things that perhaps you'd like to see at the merch store, so I could work with the vendor to see if we can set up some new products. So, it's going to be a laid-back stream again. There's nothing too crazy going on, but it's going to be a fun one, preparing for Minecraft and talking about some chill topics. So, all this and more on today's week-ending episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Get ready for some meaningful content, because the king is back, the king of the live stream, the king is back. Woo!
Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to the show. It is Friday, the 11th of April, 2025. I'm DSP. It's been a fun week, a 6-day streaming week, right? Today is the final day of the week, and it's a special one. Per your request, we're actually checking out Minecraft, which I'm excited for. Before we get to any topics, I need to let you guys know that today we're going to be interrupted. Okay? I know people say, wait, what? Why can't we just have a smooth show? What do you mean we're going to get interrupted? Well, today is the annual testing of the alarms that they have here in my private community. For those who don't know, I live in a townhouse that's an attached townhouse to 2 other homes. Because of that, we have shared alarms. For example, if my neighbor to this side, if their house set on fire, well, this alarm system would detect the smoke, set off an alarm on their house, and then set off an alarm at my house and my other neighbor's house. So we all know to evacuate together, since there's a high chance if that house is on fire or that house is on fire, mine's also going to end up on fire. Get it? So they do a test once a year, actually. And it's going to be within about a half an hour. I got to go downstairs and I got to open up my garage to let them to be able to come in and test this alarm. But also they need to come into the house, and it is loud. Let me tell you guys, when this alarm goes off, it is like a high, shrieking, shrill siren that blows out your eardrums, but it's meant to do that so you can hear it from wherever you are in the house. But they're coming this afternoon, so it's going to be right smack dab in the middle of this podcast, likely within a half an hour to an hour. So I'm going to be interrupted, and there's not much I can do, all right? Sorry about that. But the timing is the timing. I either could have canceled the podcast entirely, or I could just do it and then take a quick break when they show up and then come back to the show. Okay? So prepare for that. In about a half an hour, I got to take a little break and then wait for them to show up and take another break and then blow my ears out with this siren, and then we'll back to normal. Okay. So we have a Minecraft theme today. All right? And what I have going on is, as you can see, text that's similar to the color of, say, Minecraft. We've got lighting that's supposed to be Minecraft lighting. What this is supposed to be simulating is if you're walking in the open world of the savanna biome of Minecraft. So you're seeing the green of the grass and the trees. You're seeing the blue of the sky. You're seeing some brown, which is the dirt. That's what it's supposed to be simulating. Anyway, it's funny if you actually look at my tower like lamps here. Just staring at it, it does kind of look like Minecraft, like as we were walking around the open world of Minecraft. But I just don't think that it really projects that well on the walls. Other lighting that I've done has done much better than this. So it is what it is. We could change the biome too. What's your favorite biome in Minecraft? Someone pick a random biome in Minecraft right now in the chat. Let's see what people say. So everyone just say a random one quickly. Winter. Okay. So that would be taiga. Yes. So this is supposed to be the winter biome, mostly blue with some green and a little bit of brown. So this is simulating the taiga winter biome right now. See, it is kind of a blue background. See that? There you go. Jungle, someone said. Now, they don't have jungle. They have I wonder if mushroom would be that. What is this one? Oh, obsidian, ocean. Savannah's where we started. Slime. I don't know what the hell that would be. Let's do mushroom. Oh, God. This is like bright. Oh, yeah. It is like a fungus color, like pink, red, and brown fungus. Ugh. I don't know if I like that one. Mushroom. Dirt block. So this is literally just green and brown alternating with a little bit of blue, but mostly green and brown. This is very similar to Savannah. I think it has more brown though. So not that different. Someone had said like nether. There is a nether. There's also a torch. Here's torch? Oh, this is like a yellowish bright. Oh yeah, look at that. It's like orange. Orange and red alternating like a torch burning behind you. There you go. And someone had said nether. So this is supposed to be darker. Yeah, it is. It's like darker greens, browns, and reds. It's all slightly different, but the thing is, it's not that different. This actually is like the biggest variety, I think, right now. Look at that. Going crazy. Yeah. Huh. So there you go. I'll leave it on this one, maybe. You can actually see this one. So these are all supposed to be different Minecraft biome settings. And I think it's nice. It's nice to mess around with. Here, since I did that on here, I'll also do it on on this PC. What did I set it to? I set it to nether, right? The nether. There we go. Okay. So I'm excited to return to Minecraft today, but I distinctly remember, okay, and this is what I think people are kind of not understanding up front. The first few times you play Minecraft aren't that interesting because when you're first starting, what are you doing? You're doing your initial mining, your initial crafting of tools. You're making your house. You're making like a chest to store stuff in, right? You're trying to find food, which is hard to do at first because you don't have anything that's self-sufficient yet. So really, it's kind of like the most, let me put it this way. It's tense and suspenseful because you've got creatures coming at you, and therefore you kind of have to like survive, and it's more of a survival aspect to it. But at the same time, Minecraft gets better, I feel, once you kind of have a loadout, once you have armor and a full set of tools, and you can go out and explore the world because you have food and things on you that make it easier to survive. You have vehicles, right? You could ride around in vehicles that make it easier to move around. You could ride a horse. Or when you have all your things that are working that are like self-sufficient. So you have a farm that's working. You have all your animals that are producing food. Then you could go for long spelunking trips, diving down, mining into the ground and looking in caves for rare minerals and fighting creatures. That's the fun part about Minecraft. I don't feel like the initial parts of Minecraft where you're just doing the initial setup is the best part, but you have to get through that to get to the good stuff. So, I mean, that's what we're doing today. I'm curious how it goes. If today's stream goes well and people hang out, and if you remember, all right, I started playing Minecraft December 2018. We actually did it during, I believe, my Christmas marathon. You guys had picked it out as a game for me to play then. Okay, so we're talking like 7 years ago, or 7 years ago. And I played it after that as chill streams. All right. Over the course of all of 2019, almost weekly, we would do a chill stream or two of the game, 2-hour increments on night streams. And then we played it for the whole first half of 2020. So it was a year and a half, and we looked it up. It was something like 180 hours of Minecraft gameplay. In that time frame, I did so much stuff, including, setting up an initial house, farm, giant tower, tree house, a dock where I could fish, a portal to the nether, all kinds of defenses. And then we explored. If you remember, we went out to the open world and we explored for a while. And we actually found the first village with the villagers and all of that. So then what I did is I found a way to connect the two. We had built a portal in the nether that went through the nether and it connected to the other side. So you could run through the nether and teleport to this village. And then I went and built giant things out there, like big fortress. Remember, I had a big gates all built around the village to defend the village and everything. It was pretty awesome. It was 180 hours of great stuff. Giant statues I built. And of course, it was all with help. It wasn't always me. Mr. Papavero was a very frequent viewer and contributor to the Minecraft content back then, along with other people who gave me ideas. We even had weekly streams where, hey, if you contribute, $10, $20, you get to name something. Because the name tags are an item that you find. And if you apply a name tag to a creature, an item in the universe, you can name it, right? So we had that. We had this pretty good stuff. It was really fun. And the thing that really, in my opinion, made those streams meaningful, worthwhile, and as fun as they were was the interaction that I had with you. Because if it was just me doing it for myself, I feel like it would have been exciting to the point where you're just doing initial discovery of what's in the world, but then it would have gotten boring. But it really was your feedback, your conversation, that social aspect that we had when I did my Minecraft streams that made them fun and special and made them work for a year and a half. I feel like if I hadn't had that interaction with you guys and it wasn't a chill streaming stuff, it wouldn't have been nearly as good. Okay? So you have to understand that I really feel like what we should do when we play this game together is hang out and have a social experience as well as it being about the game. It's not just about me playing Minecraft. It's about us hanging out and having fun conversations while I'm playing the game. Okay? Now, I'll say this up front as well. If we play this today and it's enjoyable to everyone, I'm having a good time, you're having a good time, we all want to continue on and say, hey, let's do more Minecraft, I'm willing to do that. I don't know if we would make it full daytime streams or if it would be night streams. Maybe initially we'd do day streams and then we would change it to night streams later on. I think that's how we actually originally did it years and years ago. I also don't know how many changes there's been to Minecraft in the last 5 years. I used to play the version that was on Xbox One, so I don't even know what version this is on PC. We are starting from scratch. We're starting completely over, a new world, everything from the beginning. So it's going to be an interesting process to start all this over, and I'm not going to remember a lot of it. I'm going to need your help on how to do the initial stuff and how to make stuff self-sufficient, how to do water levels. I don't remember any of that, okay? So it's going to be cool. But absolutely, it's going to be tedious as well when it comes to learning all the systems again and doing all of this stuff. And I hope you guys understand that. It's not going to be, immediately I'm jumping in and remembering everything and we're turboing through it. It's going to be a slow, I think it's going to be a very slow process of trying to figure all this out. Okay. Anyway, so I'm excited for this. I hope that you guys are too. I think this is going to be fun and interesting. Or I do. I think it's going to be a good time. If it goes well, then I would consider doing ongoing streams. Okay? Let's see how today goes. If it goes well, you want to do it again next week. Maybe we could fit a stream in next week. Maybe we could start doing it again as something in the rotation. Chill Minecraft. If any time there was a time to go back to Minecraft, it would be now. Minecraft is hot. The movie has exploded in popularity. It's like the #1 video game movie of all time. everyone's kind of jumping back into Minecraft right now. So it kind of makes perfect sense that this would be the time for me to do it as well. Okay. So I'm excited for today, but I need your help. I assume we're playing Bedrock version, right? That's the one that I think everyone plays on PC. But how do I redeem my codes? I have these 2 codes for McDonald's, and then I also have more that people have sent me, but I can't even figure out where you're supposed to redeem it. I can't, I don't even know where it is. In the game, looking like there's a Minecraft launcher that has like 10 screens, and there's another screen for this marketplace and this and that. I don't even know where you do this. I'm lost. So we got to figure it all out together so I can get all the content. I definitely want to do all of this stuff in my gameplay. I want to have the zombie hamburglar and all of that stuff, right? So I'm going to need your help to figure that out as we boot it up, okay? So people say scan the QR code. How do I scan? I can't scan. I don't have a camera on my PC. How am I going to scan a QR code? It says on the card, it does say it's Bedrock Edition only. And it says enter this code at minecraft.net/McDonald's. What? Don't you do it in the game? Why would I do it on a special website that says McDonald's? I don't think so. I think you do it in the game because it looks like it's a Microsoft code, like for Xbox Live. So anyway, yeah, I have it on Game Pass. I do. I just got to figure out how you redeem those codes. Anyway, so that should be fun. All right. Now, before we get to that, let's talk quickly about yesterday and what happened. A little bit of an update on yesterday's stuff because yesterday did not go according to plan. And then what I'd like to do is talk about goals. We have to figure out what our goal is going to be when we hit 20 goals. And then we could go further on and see what else we want to talk about for the show. But keep in mind, in about 15 minutes, I'm going to be interrupted. I got to go downstairs and open my garage and see if these guys are here yet for the testing. All right. Okay. So yesterday was a very interesting day. First of all, we tried a new game called Blueprints on Game Pass. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I never heard of this game before till you mentioned it just like a few days ago, maybe a week ago. You had asked me, are you going to play Blueprints? I said, what in the holy hell is Blueprints? I didn't hear a peep out of this game. I didn't know it was being made, nothing. And apparently what had happened was some people had gotten their hands on the game early, the early reviewers, influencers or whatever, and had played it and said, wow, this is actually really good. Okay? And so you said, would you try it when it comes out? And I said, well, let's see. And then the week went how it did with South of Midnight and everything. And I said, all right, you know what? We got a day. Why don't we try it? So we did yesterday. And that was one of the most unique gameplay experiences I've had in a very long time. It's a roguelike that's not unique. But what's unique about it is that it's a puzzle roguelike, okay? Rooms that generate based on RNG or your choosing out of a selection of rooms, and each room either giving you items or presenting you with puzzles. It was very fun, and it unravels this story, this mystery story over the course of the game. I played it for about 3 hours, did 3 runs, 3 days in the game, as they say. And I got better every time. Unlocked new rooms I hadn't seen before, understood more gameplay mechanics. It was actually quite fun. Now, does the game have any action? No, not really. It doesn't. It's not an action-based game. It's a puzzle game. Does the game have groundbreaking graphics? No. Okay? So people who are only into that, because there's people who are like, well, I'm only into this game because I want to see the game, blow me away with some kind of insane combat or something. There's nothing like that at all in the game. But for those who hung out, all right, and supported the stream and had a great time, it was very fun. So I would absolutely like to play it again. But I don't know how it's going to do long-term as a playthrough. Some people are saying the game's around 15 hours long, but after you actually beat it, the game opens up to a post-game that's even more interesting than the original story was. And some people have gotten hooked on this game and played it for hundreds of hours. I would definitely like to play it again and keep it in the rotation, but I would need you guys to actually show up, engage, and support with those streams. It's definitely a completely unique game compared to the other things that I usually play, and I realize that there's going to be a lot of people who aren't going to enjoy that style of game for what it is, being so different. But so far, I like it, and I hope that you guys will show up when I play it again, because I do have another stream of it already scheduled for next week. And if people continue to show up and engage and support, I want to keep it in the rotation for now because I think it's an enjoyable, unique experience, okay? So, check it out. The videos are live on the channel right now. Let me know what you think about the first 3 parts, and we'll go from there. Okay. Now, last night was supposed to be the final episode of my wrestling commentary show, Smart Guys, before WrestleMania. I was going to take next week off from wrestling commentary and then come back strong with a WrestleMania super show after WrestleMania ended, probably that Monday, as a day stream. Do big commentary on WrestleMania and have guests and everything, okay? But sadly, a monkey wrench got thrown into those plans when my third and final guest host told me, sadly, an emergency had happened and they would not be able to make it, okay? And so I was faced with a dilemma. You know, what do I do? Do I do the show by myself because I'm ready to go? I've got all my notes. I watched all the wrestling. You know, I could do it solo. But I've already done 2 shows solo. And I feel like if I had done another show solo like that, number one, it wouldn't be living up to what I had promised, because I told you guys I was going to do 3 guest hosts, not just 2, right? And number 2, I don't think that the show is as good with me just blabbing about wrestling for 2.5 hours. I think that it's better when there's someone else to talk about topics and go back and forth and share different opinions and experiences. You know, take a look at me just simply recapping results versus, you know, me with Ethan Ralph or Cypress TV actually talking about the topics and them having unique ideas about what might happen. I think that that was much better. So after having talked to the person about it and them agreeing, we decided to reschedule for next week. And so Smart Guys, episode 13, will now take place on Thursday, April 17th as my late night stream on the DSP Reacts channel and on Kick. You know, maybe it was destined to have problems because it's the 13th episode, right? Maybe that's what it is. Is that, you know, there was always going to be bad luck around episode 13. What else can I say? I'm not a superstitious guy, but take a look at how it went down, right? So there you go. So what did we do last night? Well, instead of, you know, me doing Smart Guys, we had to do an impromptu stream. And at first, the quick idea I had was, oh, we could just play some Schedule 1. Okay? So that's how I set it up. I set up this quick stream, Schedule 1. Hopefully people will come. Well, people did come. But within minutes of me beginning the stream, people already were hitting me with questions. Hey, Phil, what do you think about this? Hey, Phil, what about this that happened? Did you hear about this? And so I started answering questions, and I realized we were like 15 minutes into the stream, and we hadn't even talked about playing Schedule 1 yet. And I was like, well, here's what we'll do. I'll hit record. We'll do a chill session here. We'll see how it goes. It just so happens it went over 2 hours of us just talking back and forth about various topics. We talked about pro wrestling. We talked about collectibles and how ridiculously expensive they are and how rare they are to get in the modern day. We talked about the state of the video game industry. We talked about Street Fighter. We talked about all kinds of topics. And it ended up being a really great late night impromptu chill time. I wasn't expecting it to be that. I wasn't planning on it being that. But it ended up being very fun. All right. And incidentally, okay, people had so much fun. They supported the stream in droves. We hit over $200 of support, which was crazy. Since we were going to do Smart Guys and I delayed it, I said, hey, if we raise $100 tonight, I'll open a pack of WWE cards. So we ended up opening 2 packs of WWE cards. It was just a fun time. It's funny how I can play games like South of Midnight or Pirate Yakuza or even Street Fighter 6. And I do a full stream of content for you in those games, and people disengage, complain that they suck, leave the stream, and don't support. And I end up hitting like $50, and everyone's miserable and says, what a bad stream that was. But then on a night when I was supposed to do something, okay, that was scheduled and didn't go right, things are going awry, on the fly, we adjust. We juxtaposition, right? We move. And then as we pull an audible, the Audible ends up doing better than the scheduled content that we had been doing. Like, for example, last week on Smart Guys, had about maybe between 200, 300 viewers and made like $150. This week with no Smart Guys, I had more viewership on the chill stream and made over $200. It's just weird. If anything, and I keep saying this, you guys seem to like to hang out with me more than anything else. You want to just chill. You want to talk. You want to do some Q&A. You want to have topics that are, fleshed out. And I think that maybe we should start doing it on a more regular basis, but we got to figure out how. Because on this podcast, this is where I like to cover topics, recap things that have happened. We discuss things that are upcoming projects and stuff. But if we just had a show that's just for chill hanging out, like tonight is Chill with Phil night. We're just going to hang out and talk about whatever topic comes up. I think those streams do well traditionally, you know? It's never about, oh, we have to play a certain game. We have to make a certain kind of content. We have to make a certain amount of progress, beat a certain amount of levels. You know what I mean? It's not like that, especially as I'm getting older. People want to just hang out and talk. The social aspect is more important than the gameplay aspect. I'm not saying that I don't want to play games. I do. But I feel like we had a better time last night just hanging out than if I actually had played Schedule 1. Because there were people who showed up and were like, oh, I thought he's playing Schedule 1. And I was like, well, actually, we were hanging out and it actually was a good time. Everyone seemed to enjoy themselves, made good money. Everything was good. Oh, well, I just wanted Schedule 1, so I'll see you later. You can't please everyone all the time. You know what I mean? But I really feel like we did better hanging out. So we'll see what happens. I'm curious. Maybe we should just have regular Chill with Phil streams in the rotation as well. Right now, it just seems like everyone wants everything. People want the Lego streams back. Okay? People want me to bring back the retro night streams over on the DSP throwback channel. People want me to play more games, more indie games, more individual games that are different and stand out from AAA releases. But then people want me to continue with Call of Duty, which is the complete opposite, right? So it's hard to figure this stuff out. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm getting pulled in a bunch of directions, okay? All right. Exactly. You can't please everyone all the time. It's just not possible. All right. Let's do a few shout outs. And then I got to go open my garage and see if these guys are here yet for the alarm testing, and we'll go from there. So I received a $1.50 tip from Beaver Bother. Listen to this guy. Why do we spend 20 minutes getting aroused by colored lights? Aroused? Listen, you may not realize this, Beaver Bother, but you see all this around me? This was expensive and time-consuming to set up. This was not like I'm fucking around and it's quick stuff. This was hours and hours and hours of work. It took me, no lie, about 2.5 weeks of working overnights, hours a night, setting these RGBs up to get them to work the way that they're working. Okay? I'm proud of the work I did, and I like enjoying it, and it's a nice part of the setup. Maybe you don't understand because, you don't have anything like this at your place, which is fine, but to crap on my parade because I'm enjoying the setup that I've earned and put hard work into is kind of, lame. Kind of makes you feel a little jealous or maybe a little, sour grapes that I've got nice stuff here and you don't. All right. So thanks for the tip, Beaver Bother. Really, I appreciate it. I think you're a little off base, but that's par for the course for you. And I received a $5 tip. Don't play Bedrock Edition of Minecraft. The Java version performs better and lets you customize. Bedrock Edition locks you into a build in texture packs and is catching up with Java Edition. Yeah, but then I can't use any of the stuff that we got from the McDonald's meals. Like, I have 2 codes and I got sent all the other codes. Because people are saying, yeah, dude, this is all the Minecraft movie content. It's only available in Bedrock. It doesn't work in Java. So that's kind of silly. So you're going to tell me that Java's ahead, but Java, the codes don't work? Why does the content not work in Java Edition? I don't know. That sounds weird to me, but I mean, I'm not saying you're lying or anything. I'm just saying that sounds bizarre that would be the case. And, all right. So, guys, time for my little break here. I'll be back. Well, I'm back, everyone. Normally, what is a 5-minute alarm test ended up being 55 minutes and it was not successful, and they have to come back another time because it looks like they may have to either replace equipment or do something special. I don't know. So basically, I've literally done this. Well, they've done this every year since I've lived here, 11 years, and this has never happened before. A routine alarm test becomes an hour-long ordeal, and now they have to come back. So again, I'm going to be interrupted again in the future at some point. Anyway, and my ears are like ringing right now because they just turned on the shrill alarm in the house, the incredibly shrill alarm. I'm like, my ears. So now it's like my ears are killing me. All right. Well, the good news is if you were watching this on demand, you didn't sit here waiting. The people who were here on like sitting here on live on the stream have been sitting here to the empty chair for an hour because I couldn't do anything. I thought it was going to be 5 minutes. So it is what it is. All right. Anyway, I don't even know what we were talking about. What was going on before I left? What was happening? Does anyone even remember? Oh, it bothered Jasper. Jasper hates it. Number one, he hates other people being in the house. So the moment that these guys came in to do testing, he ran under the bed, has been under the bed the entire time, terrified. And he still hasn't left from under the bed. He's still under there. He probably won't even come out for another hour. That's how he is. We were talking about merchandise. Oh, were we? I don't think we're going to get to that. I mean, we've just lost an hour of my podcast. So I don't think we're going to be getting to that at all. I guess that's going to be saved for another day. We do have some shout outs to do. So I guess we'll do those and we'll see if there's anything else going on before we get to Minecraft here. But yikes. What a disaster test. It wasn't a disaster stream because there's nothing I had to do with. It's a disaster test. Cade became a member this morning. Is that true? Yes, Cade became a new member this morning. Thank you for the membership, Cade. I appreciate that. Let's get that on the leaderboard. Okay. Some tips came in. Let's shout these out. I got a $2 tip. Why did you mute the mic? I wanted to hear the alarm. Because you would have still had an hour of dead air and you would have only heard the shrill alarm very low. It doesn't play in this room. It's the hallway. There's a speaker that's in the upper corner of our hallway, downstairs and upstairs, and it basically resonates off the walls like a cave, but you wouldn't have heard it anyway. Like the door was closed, you probably would have just heard a very faint sound and that's it. Nothing too crazy. So no big deals there. Are we at 10 now? Can't see. At 8 or 9? I think it's 9, right? So we're at 11. Okay. Can't even see. I'm blind. My ears are ringing and I'm blind all at the same time. There you go. I got a $2 tip. Did I tell the workers I'm an important YouTuber? No. Why would I tell them that? It has nothing to do with anything. They're just doing their job. They didn't do anything wrong. They're just doing normally what they do. And for some reason, this year it decides not to work. 10 years straight, 2014 to 2024, there's never been an issue. This year, there's an issue. So, let's see here. Someone did a generous $15 tip. Amazing content, Phil. From Taylor Ham Boys of the Dirty Jersey. I have no idea what any of that means, but thanks for the $15 tip. Okay. Well, folks, we were going to talk about goals. Like, what should we do when we hit 20 goals? We were going to talk about merch. We're going to talk about all kinds of topics, but now we're almost out of time. So, might want to add the skins now. How do I add skins? How do I do the? I have 2 codes here. Okay. And I have a bunch of codes to enter from people emailing me and sending me codes for Minecraft. But I have absolutely no idea I have absolutely no idea what to do to enter them. Where do I do it? Do you have to use the code on the back of the card? Let me see. Because going to a random website is not going to link to my Minecraft account. That's the problem. You want to go to Minecraft.net, McDonald's. Redeem your code. Ugh, this is going to be an hour of doing this. I have like 6 codes. Oh my God, look how many. Oh. Oh my God. I would have been doing this over the course of the podcast, except it didn't exactly go according to plan. Okay. Hey, look, sign in with Microsoft or sign up. I am signed in, but I don't know what the account is. I don't know how this is gonna work. Watch it not work. Watch it go to the wrong account. Yeah, it went to the wrong account. I knew it. It's going to the wrong account. This is fucking stupid. The way they've done this is asinine. Why can't I just do it through the Minecraft app? Why do I have to do it through a web browser? This is dumb shit. The whole idea is there's a Minecraft app, so you do all your Minecraft shit in the app. But now you can't fucking do this through the app. You have to do it through a browser. This is so dumb. So now I gotta figure out what's the correct account to do this through, because this is not it. That's gonna also log me out of other accounts that I'm logged into in this browser that I need to be logged into. What a bunch of fucking morons. No, I mean it. You have an app where you have Bedrock Minecraft, Java Minecraft, and the Minecraft Marketplace. Where do you use the code to get this content? Not in the app, some third party thing. Oh my God, these fucking idiots. Well, let me see if I can figure this out. I don't even have another browser on this PC, so I'm going to have to log out and log in. It's going to fuck everything up. It's going to log me out of those other accounts. Oh my God. Now I got to do phone identification. Today is not a good day. This is bullshit. I didn't even get it. It says they sent a notification. Here. It's not working. It's not working. This is fucking bullshit. Oh my God. Oh, it's not working. It's supposed to be using it's not it's just not I knew it wasn't going to work either. I knew it was going to be not working at all. This is ridiculous. Oh my fucking God. Can I just enter the code? How much you want to bet you could just enter the code into the Game Pass app and it'll work? But they want you to do it through the website because they're dumb fucks and have no idea how to do anything. So how would I just enter a code? Redeem code. How do I just redeem a code through the Xbox Game Pass app? Or just the Xbox app, excuse me. How do I just redeem a code here? You stare at maybe my library. Here's my library. Install queue. How the fuck do I redeem a code? You go to the store first. Okay, I'm in the store. Redeem. Okay, let's see if it works this way. If it works this way, this is hilarious. If it works this way. It works. So the way they tell you to do it on the card is needlessly overly complicated. All you need to do is go into Xbox Store anywhere, whether it's through your Xbox app, your Xbox, your actual console, and just enter the code, and it just works. Do you see my point about these idiots who do this shit? These fucking nerds. They don't know anything about anything in real life. Complete dunces. I didn't need to log out, log in, fuck around. I just needed to enter it into the fucking Xbox store. But that's not what it says on the card. Anyway, let's just put all these in now. So we'll have all the content. What a joke. Oh my God. Sorry that I have to do this. Like I said, I was going to do it over. I was going to do it over the course of the podcast, but I guess it was destined to not happen that way. Okay. The Grimace Egg. All right, that one's in. And now I got to enter a bunch of codes off the phone that people sent me. What a joke. All right. All right, so here we go. A Big Mac Crystal. We're going to do that one. I wonder what that is. A Big Mac Crystal. What do you do with the Big Mac Crystal in Minecraft? I have no idea what you would even do with that. Does it have a special use or is it just for show? What the fuck? What just happened? I was entering the code and it popped up and stopped me from entering the code. I'm serious. In the middle of me entering a code, it stopped working and I have to enter the code from scratch. Oh my God. Stress, 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 stress. Okay, I got the Big Mac Crystal. What's next? We've got a fry helmet. So it's going to look like the top of a box of fries, apparently. Now they're going to want me. Now they're going to have me craving fries. This is a bad idea because now it's been a week since I had McDonald's. Now I'm going to start craving it because we're doing this right now. All these McDonald's items. That's really what it is. It's supposed to be, we're talking about McDonald's. Now you guys are craving McDonald's. I'll crave McDonald's, and we're going to end up going to buy McDonald's. That's why they gave these codes out. Okay. Fry helmet. Okay. No, I'm not ordering McDonald's. We did that a week ago. It's so unhealthy and disgusting. I'm not getting that again. Birdie's wings. So Birdie, the character, I guess wings will go on your character. I wonder if it's like your arms become wings or if like you have wings on your back. And I wonder if you have to craft all these items, right? Maybe you have to craft them. It's like you get the recipe in game. Okay, Birdie's wings. Yep, we got those. So that's 5 things. Are there only 5 or are there more? Because someone else had actually sent me an email too. Big Mac Crystal Fry Helmet. We got those. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, here's someone else sent me this. Okay. Let's see what these are. Okay, this one was. Oh, what's this? A potion? A special potion. I don't even know what this one is. Oh, I'm going to enter this one now. This is a different one. Some kind of a special potion. I wonder if it's a drink. I got like 100 people who sent me these codes for today. Here we go. YM. Here we go. This one, let's find out what it is. Okay. Oh, come on. It did it again. It seriously did it again. It gave me that stupid pop-up and it negated in the middle of me typing. What a piece of shit. Ugh. Frustration out the ass today. Okay. A soda potion. So it's supposed to be like soda, but that's weird. What soda does McDonald's have? Coke? Didn't they always have Coke? So they didn't get the actual like tie-in with Coke. They couldn't get that, but they got a generic soda potion. Fanta is orange. It's supposed to be orange soda. I don't know if it's orange soda or not that they have at McDonald's. All right, so this one was for the wings. Yeah, it says early bird soaring high above the clouds with an extra pair of wings. So we did that. Okay. And then this one. Okay. Got it. So thank you to the 2 different people who sent me all of these codes for Minecraft gameplay today. Apologies that was so painful to do. So if you have these codes and you want to enter them, they're literally just Xbox Live codes. You don't have to listen to the instructions on the card. That's a lie. The instructions are overly complicated for no reason. All you need to, you don't go to their stupid Minecraft.net McDonald's website. You just go to Xbox Live and you go to store redeem code and put them in and you're good. There's no reason to listen to their bullshit instructions that are false. Okay. You don't, like I said, you just go to the Xbox app on your computer to do it too. Because someone says, "What if you're not on Xbox?" There's an Xbox app, and you play Minecraft through the app. Okay. You play on PS5? Well, you're doing it wrong. You should not be playing Minecraft on PS5. That's an awful decision. You should never do that. My hair is sticking up today. That's great. I can't, dude. It's the most frustrating experience for me today. A 5-minute test becomes an hour. So I missed the whole podcast. I come back and I'm like, oh, let's do it. Let's start. And then I got to enter these codes. The codes are frustrating. Oh my God. Oh, okay. I got some shout outs to do. Cade did 5 $1 super chats. So thank you to Cade. We did 5 individual $1 super chats. And then Worcester, 2 months as a member. Thank you, Worcester. That was the re-up message. So that must have already counted previous. All right. All right, guys. Well, I'm so sorry that the podcast sucked today because it did. We were starting off strong, right? Seriously. Listen to this person. Did your credit card get stolen? You gifted 50 subs to hiding in my room. No, I didn't give any subs to anyone. My credit card's not stolen. I don't even have a payment method set up to do that. So it's not me. It was somebody else. Why can't I go an hour longer on the podcast? Because if I did that, then we wouldn't have time to play Minecraft, right? Cade says, I want to say happy late birthday. Thank you, Cade. Appreciate that. I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate your patience this morning for this disaster podcast. Honestly, the first half was fine. We had good momentum. Like, here's what we really got to figure out. We got to figure out what we're going to do when we hit 20 goals. Because right now we're 13. There's a chance with this Minecraft stream we'll hit 14, right? Tonight with Friday Night Fights, we might hit 15. We're getting there. And since we're getting there, we need to figure out what to do when we hit 20 goals. What do you guys want to do? The one idea was that there's a new pickle menu at Popeyes. Okay. Which is a spicy chicken sandwich that has a new pickle glaze, I believe. No, what is the sandwich here? This is limited time $12. What is? You know what? The best way to do this is through the delivery app anyway, right? That way I can actually see what they have. Okay. They have a new fish sandwich, but it's disgusting. Is that true? Here it is. It's called the pickle glaze chicken sandwich. Pickle glaze chicken sandwich. What is a pickle glaze? Oh my God. Clyde, please shut up. It's not me gifting subs. I'm not on anyone else's, as you can see, I'm not on anyone else's account right now. It's someone else impersonating me if that did happen. So please stop the nonsense. Okay. I can tell you right now, I can guarantee you it's not me because if that had happened, I would have gotten a receipt. I get any purchases that I get, I have receipts that come through, auto notifications, and I've got nothing. So it's not me, it's somebody else. Please stop the nonsense. Okay. Yes, nothing. It's not me. Okay. Good. Which I knew. No one has access to any of my accounts. No one ever has. Okay. What was I doing? I got distracted. So they have a new pickle glazed chicken sandwich at Popeyes. Okay. I'm trying to see what else they have. Here we go. They have. They're still trying to push their new wings. Oh, God. A chilled pickle lemonade. Popeye's pickle lemonade is a blend of premium lemonade and pickle juice. Oh, I I mean, just a curiosity's sake, I kind of want to try it, but it's got to be disgusting, right? Now, listen, I like pickles, but I wouldn't just drink pickle juice out of a jar. So I could do the pickle glaze chicken sandwich with the pickle lemonade. Don't they also have fried pickles? But I don't see them. Yeah, I don't see them. Of course, they have wings too, which is apparently new there. Like they just added wings. So maybe I could do that. Like I could do three things. I could do the pickle sandwich, the pickle drink, and an order of wings, and see if that's any good either. Because I'm looking here and I don't see. Yeah, they don't have the fried pickles for delivery. I thought they had fried pickles as a side, but it's not on the menu. Yeah. So that's one thing we could do is Popeyes, and they have that stuff on the menu. All right. We haven't done Popeyes in ages. I can't remember the last time we did Popeyes, right? So that'd be something different. Yep. I just got an email about how the whole test didn't work today. The fire alarm testing didn't work. Looks like we're gonna have to replace equipment. We gotta have another test at a future date. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, so anything else, guys, that you can think of besides this Popeyes? Anything else that we could do for a reward at 20? You know, anything new at any other place to try out? Something different? Starbucks drinks, that's not very good, and here's why. Okay, number one, a drink review is fine if you're doing a drink review as a part of something else. And what I mean by that is, for example, this pickle lemonade, right? That'll be a fine part of a whole Popeyes DSP tries it, where we're doing a bunch of stuff that we're all testing at the same time. It kind of makes sense. But to do just the drink is kind of a lame DSP tries it. Like, remember when we did the Shamrock Shake? We did the Shamrock Shake plus a few other things from McDonald's. And Starbucks really doesn't have much but just drinks. Like, we know their food is just kind of meh. No one's really going to care about that, right? So that's why I don't do just drink DSP tries it. They just don't work very well. You know, with food, you can show the food. You can show what's on it. You can bite it. You can say, oh, here's what it tastes like. Here, go in. There's more flavor. With the drink, it's like, I sipped it. Here's what it tastes like. Okay, we're done. It was like 2 seconds, you know? Ugh, no, I'm not actually drinking pickle juice from my pickle jar for DSP tries it. That's really disgusting. IKEA meatballs? That'd be hilarious. Can you actually order IKEA food from their cafeteria for delivery? I bet you can. As dumb as that sounds, because it's not supposed to be good food, I bet you could order it. No. No. So you can't. No delivery from IKEA, sadly. Oh, darn. Oh my god. Costco double chunk chocolate chip cookies. What? What do you even mean? Like, where do you get those? I go to Costco. Where do you buy that from? They don't have that in the bake shop. It's with it's the food. They sell cookies at the Costco food court? They do? Oh, I didn't know that. I don't think you can order from Costco delivery either, actually. I'm pretty sure you can't. Nope. Nope. You can't order from Costco either. You got to be there. You actually have to be in the food court. Maybe it's because, you know why? I know why, because you need a membership to shop there. So if you're ordering from an app and you don't have a membership, you're skipping that step. That's probably why they don't. That's a club exclusive thing. Yeah. There you go. All right. Well, you don't need a membership for the food court? What? Yes, you do. Absolutely, you do. At my local Costco, there's only one entrance into the entire building, and you need to show or scan your card to get in. There's no back entrance. There is a customer service entrance, but that's only for the line for customer service. That does not go to the food court. Yeah. Yes, you do need a membership to get into Costco. Here at the door, there's a machine you have to scan, and if it doesn't scan, they say, no, you can't come in. You don't have a valid membership, or they say, your card is expired. You have to pay for a new one when you check out. But if you don't have a card, they actually don't let you in to Costco here. Maybe it's because of high theft, because we have one of the highest theft states in the country. Maybe that's why. But mine, they don't let you. That is true. You can ask for a day pass. That's for first-time customers. What happens is, if you try to get in, you don't have it, they say, go to customer service. You go to customer service, you ask for the day pass. They give you the temporary card. Then you can shop, but then you have to buy the membership at checkout. That's correct. Hmm. Anyway, the point is, we can't order food from Costco ever. That would have been interesting if we could have ordered like a giant Costco pizza, a hot dog, and a cookie, and that weird chicken bake, and just test all of that, but you can't. And it's actually pretty far away from me. It's about 15, 20 minutes. So if I drove there, drove back, it'd be like an hour. So yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Not for DSP tries it. All right. Well, right now it's Popeye's menu where they have the pickle glazed chicken sandwich and this pickle lemonade. But let's think of more ideas. Sorry, we missed out on an hour of the show, and now we got all thrown off. All right, but let's end the podcast. Here's the deal, everyone. I'm not here tomorrow. I come back on Sunday, and this week will be fun. We're going to continue on with games like Blueprints. We're going to try to finish up Pirate Yakuza. We're going to get more progress in Atomfall. Okay, more Disco Elysium, good variety, and Smart Guys pre-WrestleMania. So we've got a kind of a loaded week coming up, but it is a shorter week too. We'll talk all about that when I'm back on Sunday. But in the meantime, please have a good Saturday away. I appreciate you all. and I will see you Sunday morning for another fun week of content. Peace out and see you then.